Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. I hope you can hear me, guys. I hope. Yep, I think it's all good to go. Welcome to Fuzzy TV. I had to be careful there, you know. Yes, guys, I can see there's people already here. Appreciate that, man. I'm gonna be doing the review of the Premier League over the weekend. Liverpool finally won. Man United beat Crystal Palace at at their grand. Chelsea and Arsenal draw. Impressive, man. Impressive weekend. To be fair, like we didn't want Arsenal to get away from everybody. You know what I mean, guys? So it was good result. To get a draw at least out of it. If you know what I mean, because the Premier League would have been a farmers' league, a team running away with it. Listen, it's just a matter of time. The way it looks at the moment, until Arsenal, be crowned as champions. So it is what it is. You know what I mean? We'll let this happen. The majority of us haven't prepared for the season, as well as we should, and you're getting punished, isn't it? You're getting punished, unfortunately. But yeah, please, guys, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We're gonna discuss the Premier League. We're gonna discuss each game, and I'll put my thoughts towards it, and I'm expecting you guys to do the same as well. Yeah, man, it's been a hell of a weekend for me, man. I think I've done every game that was live. I'm sure I did. I don't think I missed a game. Even the ones I wasn't like present on the screen, like Tottenham. I think the Tottenham game is the only one I wasn't present for, but the rest I think I arrived and did some stuff. But let me welcome people in. I know there's other people doing streams, so I don't want to be stepping on other people's toes as well. So sorry for that. Yeah, please like, share, subscribe, and have your say. Yeah, have your say in the chat, man. That's what it's all about. Big up, Cop Father. I heard you made your debut. You messaged me. You made your debut with Mr. Rods. Yeah, Uncle Rods is special, man. Always give people opportunities, and that's what he's all about. Congratulations, bro. Good luck with the new channel as well. You know I'm here if you need me. Big up, Gary, man. I hope you're okay, my guy. Slot out straight away. God damn. You ain't wasting any time. Wow. All right. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Not many people want slot to stay. I'm in that actually, in that group because I've had enough. You know what I mean? I don't want to see something what we've seen, but we're gonna discuss it, as time goes on, brother. Because I want to say a lot of things about our football club as well. But then again, I'm here to talk about every other club as well. Yeah. Big up Daz as well. Fozzy, bro, big up. Where can you see us making changes if we do on Wednesday? I wouldn't change that team, bro. I would still stay with that team. I think they proved the point yesterday because if you think about it, guys, I know everybody's talking about Salah, but this is not Salah FC. This is Liverpool FC. If you know what I mean. And unfortunately, in the modern game, everybody has their favorite players, and they think this is the way of life. But it's not about favorite players. It's the result game. If you know what I mean. It's all about results, guys. It's nothing to do with individual players all the time. If the team hasn't got a chemistry on the pitch, it's difficult for the head coach to do his job. And it was either play him and have that deficiencies on the pitch, or get him out of the team and try something else, and it worked. But the thing is, I'm not sitting here telling you it's going to work for the rest of the season. It might not work, but the thing, you've got a base now. He's got a base. Arne Slot has a base now, but I can see Arne Slot going back to what he normally does because the guy's a maniac. He's a crazy guy. He's mentally ill. I'm telling you guys. Watch on Wednesday. Salah could be back in the team. That's how much of a disconnect this head coach has got with everybody else in the world. I'll give you a story, yeah, with Arne Slot. Arne Slot is a very, he's smart in a sense of a manager, but he's a very stupid guy at the same time. You know what I mean? He listens to the outside world when people tell him things. Yeah. Hence why his performances recently has been sackable offences. Sackable offence. That's what I'm trying to say. I know it's not Liverpool stuff, guys, channel and all that stuff, but I want to talk about because a question has been asked. Sackable offence in the sense of the decisions that he's been making on for Liverpool Football Club. He should not be, normal circumstances, if this was another big club, he should be sacked by now. He's doing stuff he should have done 10 months ago. So 10 games ago, not 10 months, 10 weeks, 10 games ago. He's doing it now. Why? Why are you playing Gomez now? I've been telling you from the beginning, play Gomez as a right back. Whoop-de-doo, we've all waken up. Every week I come on here telling you guys, this is my starting lineup. Gomez should be a right back. And I'm getting some fans telling me, no, I want Szoboszlai as a right back because I miss Trent. Move on from Trent, man. And he should move on from Trent as well, because that's why he's playing Szoboszlai as a right back, because he wants to do those long diagonal balls, through balls, and all this shit that he always does in the past. You got to move away from that type of football. I think Gomez opened a lot of eyes yesterday, defensively and offensively. Like how good he could be if you give him a chance. Yes, he's an injury-prone player, but he'll get. And then people are saying, I don't want him playing because of what was it? Because he's the last centre back that we got. So if Konate or Van Dijk get injured, we ain't got someone else to put there. Well, he has to play at some stage. Can't just sit on the bench every week. Hasn't this proved to you yesterday? Maybe if he played earlier, we could have won those games. Football is about results. It's not about, what you feel, because someone's telling you if Joe Gomez gets injured, we've got no more centre backs. Well, we put ourselves in that situation. We should not be in that situation in the first place. We should be in a better position. And we didn't do that. We should have bought, you get rid of Kwanzaa, you bring in a defender. Forgetting Matip was already gone, for a season, and we still haven't replaced him. So you need two defenders, centre backs, and you didn't choose that. So you can't blame people. You can't blame everybody for our own deficiencies when we went with the thought of, oh, we're the champions of England. We won the league by 10 points, so we could do whatever we want. And the Premier League is an unforgiving league. You don't do that. You don't do that, man. You need to go full throttle. You need to fight. You need to analyze opponents, and that's something we didn't do this season. Hence why we're in this mess that we're in right now. Okay, we won by 2-0. West Ham hasn't hit our goal once. It was at 0 chances from West Ham. They're a terrible team anyway, and they got a man sent off at the same time, persisting with the, going after the referee. Everyone pulled him away, and he still went back to the referee, and they got sent off. So everything went our way, but it's not always going to be like that, people. Isak scored his first goal, and Gakpo scored another one, and people are still saying Gakpo is not good enough, and they don't want him in the team. So there's a lot of things, at this football club, but it starts at the head of the table. Arne Slot is the problem. Arne Slot should be sacked, in my opinion, for his actions, for destroying our football club, our momentum to success. You buy all these players, you spend $500 million, and then you perform like that because of the arrogance that you have in your self, ability. It's disgusting, man. It's really, really disgusting. He lost us the league this season. Yeah, could potentially lose because anything can happen. These players could just put a run together. I remember, was it 1986 or something like that? Liverpool was languishing in 12th position or something like that, and then Kenny and Alan Hansen, etc., all the experienced players got together and they talked about you got to improve. Next minute, Liverpool, they go and win the league. Kenny Dalglish scores a win against Chelsea, which as a player manager, which wins them the league. And then next season they brought John Barnes and all these players. So things can happen, but I'm not a believer of this head coach because he's such a terrible head coach. You never see me since 2019. I've been here. Me coming out talking about coaches like this. I'm not even that type of fan, but I gave him opportunity after opportunity after opportunity this season, and he kept on letting me down. International football, he had 2 weeks break, and he goes to Dubai the first one. Then he comes back the next one, and then he says I'm analyzing teams, and then you come back and then you lose to Nottingham Forest. What the hell is going on, bro? Like I can't do this. I'm yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard, like watching this like disaster show in front of my face every freaking time, man. Okay, we won yesterday. Great. We won by 2 goals to 0. We dominated. We attacked. We did everything that you're supposed to do as a team. But what says on Wednesday he's going to do the same thing again? Because I know this guy, he will change up things. Salah will be back. And then he's going to, all of a sudden not run back. And then they're going to score goals from that side again. It's going to happen, guys. It's just it's just a matter of time. It's always going to happen. We've seen this with Aston Villa and Real Madrid. We're going to see this again with West Ham and Sunderland. We're going to see that, guys. He's one of those people like when you start doing good, you're still going to sneak in that formation that you wanted in the first place with the players that you wanted to play with. You know what I mean? Pause. So he's always going to do that, guys, no matter what. Just brace yourselves, innit? Pick up, K. Shit, I haven't seen you for ages. I hope you're okay. Slot in? Come on. Nah, come on. Can't be real. Can't be real. As I said, we're going to see the same shit every week. It ain't going to end. This guy is... Say we won 3-4 games in a row, he's still going to sneak in that formation that he tried to do in the beginning of the season. I'm telling you, man, he can't help himself. He can't help himself. That's something you progress as season goes on, you know what I mean? First season, you won the Premier League. You still haven't implemented your ideas. It was always going to be difficult. So you did the Jurgen Klopp and, you continued with it. That's what you should have done this season as well. Stick with the same thing. Then, when the dominant side comes out, when everybody else around you gets sacked and all that stuff like Arteta, Pep Guardiola leaving, then you could slowly implement your ideas. But he tried to do a Graham Souness, as I said many times. He tried to change things too quickly. Tried to put this attacking formation, putting like midfielders as fullback and midfielders as centre backs, and he expected things to be okay. Remember yesterday, the substitutions was not the same as usual. It was gradually players coming on, not 5 substitutes at one time. Luckily, we got the first goal, because if West Ham got the first goal, we probably could have lost that game. It's so this, I don't know, man. He's so detached from Liverpool. It's unreal now. Like last season, we was giving him praise. We were saying how good of a manager he is. He's smart, genius. Then, the pressures from that side got to him when they're telling him this is Jurgen's team, and he fell apart. He wanted to change things too quickly. Get out of here, man. Idiot. But I don't want to keep talking about, him. But we'll talk about individual teams. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate that if you could do that for me. It's called Fozzy TV, no longer LRFC. If you look at my social medias underneath, I am on all of them. TikTok, I do a lot now. There's a lot of videos on TikTok, man, for you guys. Go and check it out. Some nice videos on there. I get a lot of views on there, man. Over 1,000, 2,000, 5,000. Yeah. It's just a YouTube channel that I had the longest. I'm struggling with. Weird. But it is what it is. So as you can see, guys, Brentford beat Burnley by 3 goals to 1. Thiago scored 2 goals, their new striker. And then Fleming scored a penalty, obviously, for Burnley. And they scored, I don't want to say that name. I don't know how to say that name. So they scored in the 92 minutes, the 3rd goal. Yeah, Burnley, Burnley this season are, hot. Brentford this season are hot and cold, aren't they? They're not really consistent, I've noticed, with Brentford, man. They could beat you, and then they could lose, and they could draw, and then beat you again. So they need that consistency on a regular basis, to, be the Brentford that we know from, the past few seasons, and start challenging in the top half of the table. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's what they need to work on. Burnley out of the Premier League, guys. They're not good enough. Scott Parker he's come back again, just like he did with Bournemouth, and just hasn't got the mentality of a Premier League coach. I don't know what's wrong with him. I really don't understand what is wrong with him, man. He needs to be stronger as a head coach. He's always coming in as a weak guy. So, yeah, they're 19th, Burnley. Only 10 points, but still, 10 points is a lot of points, to be fair. Considering, like, Wolverhampton's only got 2. You know what I mean? That's a joke. It's an absolute joke, that is. And Brentford are 10th. Well, they're back in the top half, but that's what they normally used to be before. So that's what they need to go back to on a regular basis, consistent basis. They are climbing up the table, Brentford, but it's that consistency they're having problems with, to be fair, guys. And once that starts, coming together, they'll be fine. They'll be fine. Yeah, so that's how I see that game, guys. But let me go through the chat, man. Hopefully everybody's still around. I know I could see Kopish and these other guys doing their stuff. It's okay. Underrated channel, love it. Oh, big up, Michael, man. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate that. I hear that a lot, but it is what it is. I'm Slot. He had a winning team, and just because it wasn't his team, he tried to change it. There you go, bro. That's what I said. It's too much of this of nonsense. Big up, Mr. Tipso. Big up, Callum, of course. Thank you for tuning in, guys. Yeah, and Andy as well. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's just it gives me Graham Souness vibes, brother. It's that's what Graham Souness did. If the older ones remember, Graham Souness started with Kenny's team, and then he tried to change things too quickly when people were pressuring him about being Kenny's team, and then all of a sudden he got rid of a lot of players, brought in a lot of crap players. I remember Turban Picnic. I can't even say his name. He's a Danish international. He was rubbish, man. What if you talk about the worst Liverpool players? He's probably number one. I've never seen a professional footballer that played like that. There's no way he was a professional footballer. I don't know how he made it. If he can make it, I can make it at my age right now. That's how bad he was. I don't think I'm as bad as him, even at this age, but you know what I mean? 46, you never know, innit? Yeah. He's one of those guys. He was a centre-back. He was rubbish, man. Absolutely garbage. That's what Graham Souness was buying. Forget about Paulson and Konchesky. At least they had the career before Liverpool. This guy, man, I don't know, like what they saw, they bought. It was strange. Was it because of Carlsberg? I don't know. You know what I mean? Yeah. 12-1 Picnic, man. Goodness me. I wouldn't wish that play on anybody. I've seen some like horrendous players at Liverpool, but that guy, I don't know how he made it as a professional. He must have cheated the system. It's like that guy who said he's George Weah's cousin and Graham Souness. There you go, Graham Souness again. He plays for Southampton under Graham Souness, and he wasn't even George Weah's cousin, and he wasn't even a good player. He wasn't even a footballer actually. They put him on the pitch. He started playing, couldn't kick a ball. That's how bad it was. And look who the coach was at Southampton, Graham Souness. There you go. Talent ID at its worst. Talent ID at its worst, man. Absolutely diabolical, man. How do you just phone Graham Souness? Oh, I'm George Weah's cousin, and then you want to play for Southampton? Okay, come to the training ground. They checked him out. I don't know what they saw, and all of a sudden he's playing for Southampton in the Premier League. That guy has a career in the Premier League, even though it's probably one game. Goodness, I didn't watch him after that, so I don't know where he went after that. Yeah, so he lied about being George Weah's cousin, and Graham Souness believed it, and he let him play. Wow, crazy. Monsters on Bloody Sky. I could see Monts, man. Yeah, so yeah, it was weird. Very strange. Very, very strange when I saw that. One of the funniest things in football history. Do you think we get gay heat? We have to, bro. We've got no choice. Listen, guys, if you're watching, this is a channel for everybody. It doesn't matter who you support. If you want to talk about your team, I'm here. I've had a weekend. I have 2 days without my wife just doing this. You know what I mean? Putting a lot of teams on here, like doing watch-alongs. So come on here and support your team and say whatever you want. It's no problem, man. You know what I mean? I want to match my TikTok to my YouTube. You know what I mean? So let's do this together, guys. Yeah, of course, you have to get gay heat, bro. You've got no choice. You know what I mean? Konate, again, yesterday, I don't think he had a brilliant game. People say he did. I don't think he had a brilliant game. So we actually need gay heat as soon as possible. I hope they got everything ready. We've got 1 month to go, man. 1st of December to date. So we need to get this transfer going right now, Daz. If we don't, and we still go with the same players, that shows the lack of ambition of this football club. We was right all along about this football club. They're not ambitious enough. It's every 5 years kind of success. I've heard this story about FSG, and I'm not gonna go down to FSG and start criticizing them. It's the manager, is the head coach's fault this season. You know what I mean? But I've heard this story from my American friends. Obviously, I've got American friends. I have worked in America for a couple of years. I was coaching down there for 2 years, guys. If you guys don't know my history as a football person, you know what I mean? So there was Boston fans. They were telling me about FSG, and they said they're not a kind of ownership that will give you like consistency with success. They're the kind of ownership that will give you success every 5 years. And if you look at Liverpool's success with the Premier League, it has been 5 years since the last time we won. You know what I mean? So if you look at 2020, 2025, that's 5 years. So they are right. This is before we actually won the league. They told me this. So if they are going down that route and they don't buy the likes of Gahey, Semenyo, and all that stuff, it just clearly shows these people that's been telling me about FSG and their lack of ambition, consistently is a true thing. And I'm worried about that. Because I looked at the Premier League when Jurgen won it and Arne Slot won it. The separation is 5 years, and this is before Arne Slot won the league. Actually, I think there's a few streams I actually talk about that as well. So it's worrying. You know what I mean? If we have to wait another 5 years, we ain't got 5 years, guys. Like, football's about here and now. Life is about here and now. I ain't got 5 years, man. You need to start sorting shit out now. You know what I mean? I'm not waiting every 5 years. You look at John W. Henry. Has he got 1 year left? Forget about 5 years. Stuff for a while. But you know what I mean, guys? Like, let's be realistic here. It's crazy. Absolutely. Yeah, listen, Mark Gahey is a must, my brother. Big up Clark Kent, man. I see. And Rodrigo. True Don's in the house. Big up John Conway. Yes, man. Yes. Who's that? Caleb? Hopefully I said Caleb. I said it right, bro. Yeah, big up. Welcome to the channel, man. Yeah, so this is what the story is about FSG. They are 5 years kind of success people. They did that with the Red Sox. I think they did the same thing with Liverpool recently as well. So keep an eye on that. Keep an eye on that, guys. Yeah, because it's a 5 year separation from our last league title to this league title that we won last season. It's true. Yeah, scary shit, isn't it? Scary shit when you hear things like that. Yeah, Gahey's a must, my brother. So I'm going to talk about Leeds. Get the chats going, guys. Get the chat going. Appreciate everybody that's on. So obviously, as you can see in the scoreline, 3-2 to Man City, but it was a bit of a struggle. Man City, I think when I was watching the Sunderland and Bournemouth game. It was exciting. I'll talk about that later on. Goodness me, that was a good game. Let me just put it that way. Yeah, so Man City won. The scoreline is a reflection of the game, to be fair, guys. I can't believe I haven't got my coffee ready, man. 1 second, man. Yeah, it's weird. Like, I haven't got my coffee ready. I normally have my coffee ready, you know what I mean, for shows and all that stuff. Yeah, it's just too many streams in it. That's why I woke up late. Normally I start at 10 o'clock and then I just go on in it because not many people start at 10. They do half 10, 11, and 12 in it. So I don't want to step on people's toes on YouTube. Yeah, so the scoreline is a reflection of the game, to be fair, guys. If you look at Man City, they were 2-0 up. From the first minute, Foden scored. And then 25th minute, Gvardiol scored. Calvert-Lewin scored in the 49 minutes. And Mecha, I forgot, Nemecha, hopefully I got his name right, scored in the 68 minutes. So it was 2-2 for a while. Man City were attacking. So was Leeds actually. Leeds were actually still giving it back to Man City when it was 2-2. But yeah, listen, Man City started panicking, and then Foden scored in the last minute. You know, this game, guys, like it shows how weak Man City are. You know, like this season, they're just hot and cold. I've said it on my TikTok, and people had to go at me, and I think I put it up on the short videos on my channel, and someone had to go at me about it, and I said Man City need to fix up because I don't think they're doing what they're supposed to do. You know, the Man City that we know, the Man City that fights, the Man City that, you know, dominates games. I said, like, they've got more problems than you think. Maybe you need an emergency meeting. I mean, there could be a crisis. And people had to go at me. I think to myself, are you watching the same game? Like, I know you're a Man City fan, you know, success have come recently, yeah, but your team is struggling, man. You can't be getting pegged back 2-2 at home. There's no way. That should not happen. And it did. And they struggled. Leeds still could have like got more goals after the 2-2. So yeah, obviously Foden saved the day, scored in the last minute. Haaland didn't get his 100th goal of his Premier League career, the fastest that could have got there, they said, but he didn't get to that. Yeah, but listen, 3-2, still in the title race. Arsenal drawing with Chelsea. You know, I think it's 5 points now between them. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad, to be fair. So yeah. But they need to improve. They need to improve their defensive side. I think Donnarumma got injured as well, did he, in the game? So that's a goalkeeper that's got injuries, and that's obviously after that when you get Trafford, Donnarumma, Trafford is two different things. You know what I mean, guys? That's a big step down, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, I don't think Man City is going to challenge for the league this season. I don't know, man. Something is not right with that team. Like Pep Linders is there, isn't it? The Weasel. He's been exposed again. But they're still second, guys, 25 points. Sorry, they're 5 points behind Arsenal. Sorry about that. 5 points behind Arsenal. Same amount of games. Goal difference, 15 to 18 out of Arsenal. They've got 8 wins. Arsenal's got 9 wins. So they're only 1 win behind Arsenal, to be fair. So it's similar, but I think they lost more games. That's why they are where they are, Man City. But yeah, listen, at the end of the day, there's a lot of improvements to be done at Man City. They just can't let Arsenal get away too far from them, if you know what I mean. So long season. It's only been 13 games, guys. The way we're talking sometimes it's like we're in our 25th game of the season, which we're not. Still a long way to go. 1 second, guys. Yeah, let me just get my coffee. Here we go. Got my coffee ready, guys. Got my coffee ready. Yeah, so as I was saying, like with Man City, there's a lot of work ahead for them. They need to fix up, look sharp very, very soon because the season can get away from them as well. And the way I look at Pep Guardiola, he doesn't look like a man that's really interested anymore. He looks like a man that wants out, He's been kept around because of the love and appreciation for Man City with money, innit? Money and gifts keeps you around, as they say, people, and that's what's happened with Pep Guardiola. When you're getting that much money, it's very hard to say no. So that's what's happened to him, unfortunately, and it ruined his managerial style because when you're playing the same way again and again, sooner or later you're gonna get found out, and that's what happened to Pep Guardiola. He's got found out. You know what I mean? This tiki-taka football doesn't last. Eventually, teams find you out, and the players that have been playing this kind of formation for years and years no longer can play it, and that's what's happened to him. But yeah, the scoreline is a fair result. To be fair, Man City was the better team at the end, and they got the winner in the last minutes of the game, 90 minutes. And if they didn't get that, Arsenal could have got more points. You never know. You never know. You never know, man. Because when you see your rivals dropping points, you're gonna push push it further away as you should as a champion. If you know what I mean. It is what it is. It is what it is. Let me get to the comments. Let me continue with that. Yeah, Gay should be through the door as Van Dijk did a few years ago. When the transfer window opens, straight away, into the football club. Big up, Andy. What is going on with Leeds United and Wolves this season? Well, we discussed Wolves. We'll discuss Wolves as time goes on. Leeds, as I just finished, I should have talked about Leeds, to be fair. Let me go back to Leeds here. Leeds are becoming a yo-yo club, bro. They're becoming like remember West Brom? They get promoted, they go back down, they get promoted, they go back down. That's what Leeds remind me of when I'm watching them. They're a big club, like if you guys don't know, like Leeds is a big club. They won the last, first division, which was, that change to the Premier League. McAllister, Cantona, Lee Chapman, Gary Speed. I remember that team. Gordon Strachan was playing for them at the time as well. Lukic was in goal. Yeah, I remember that Leeds team, man. McAllister? Yeah, McAllister, ex-Liverpool player. He was their player as well, number 10. They had Eric Cantona over there before he joined Man United. He was at Leeds, if you guys don't know that. So he's won a league title with Leeds, and he changed their fortunes as well on the pitch. Him and Lee Chapman was the strikers. Yeah. Leeds is just a yo-yo club at the moment, mate. Like they need to fix up. They need to fix up quick because you can't keep going up and down. But then again, I looked at the head coach. He was the Norwich manager, as I remember, So, and I was unsure about that Norwich team with him in charge because they're just too open. He plays this open, expansive football, which doesn't make any sense, if you know what I mean. And he thinks like that's the way to play football. Even Pep Guardiola doesn't play this kind of. Daniel Farke, that's it. Sorry, Daniel Farke. Yeah, he plays this type of football that's too open, which is not good for Leeds. He needs to make it more solid, like the defense, from the goalkeeper to the defense to the midfield to the attack. He needs to sort that out. But I don't think he's the kind of head coach that does that. He likes this tiki-taka football, open football, which we could win, but attractive football. That's what he wants, this Daniel Farke. So he hasn't learned. He hasn't learned from previous experiences, especially when he was managing Norwich. Norwich played good football, but they were the same as Leeds. What Leeds are now, a yo-yo club. I think, in my opinion, them being in the league, them being in the bottom three, I'm sure they're in the bottom three. That's a sackable offense. Okay, he got them promoted, but what improvement have Leeds made since? None. So yeah, it's time. It's time to go, man. Go and get yourself a solid manager. Someone like, Sam Allardyce, someone that has an identity of hard to beat, like Sean Dyche that's being brought to Nottingham Forest. Someone similar to that. That's what Leeds need at the moment. Forget about the attractive football because you've yo-yoed through the Championship and the Premier League few seasons now. This attractive football doesn't work. So go and look for something else. Go look for solidity then move on to the attractive football once you're an established football team in the Premier League. That's how you do it, man. All this, attractive football that's going to get you relegated season in and season out. It's not the way, because it never works. You're always going to be outside the Premier League with that. So yeah, that's what Leeds got to do, my guy. I'll talk about Wolves when I come to Wolves as well. But yeah, good point, man. I hope I cleared it up for you, Andy. Yeah, because Leeds is a big football club, man. I remember, man, Lee Chapman, Eric Cantona, etc. Wow. Come on, man. This one I watched, yeah. I am very impressed with Sunderland, guys. Very impressed. I thought the game was over. I didn't watch along for this game. Got good views, by the way. Not as good as I used to get back in the day when I used to do watch alongs, but it is what it is. I used to get over the 1,000 mark back in the day, 2,000 sometimes. But nowadays, it's the lowest, it's the low. Yeah, but yeah. So let me explain to you about this game, yeah. Sunderland went 2-0 down from the 7th minute onwards, yeah. And the 15 minutes. Adley and Adams scored, yeah. Adams chipped the goalkeeper, by the way, from far away. Crazy. Bournemouth was just dominating. Bournemouth was just at them continuously, non-stop. And I thought that was the end. Honestly, I thought that was the end. And then luckily, Sunderland got a penalty. I don't know if it was a penalty, guys. It was a weird one anyway, but it is what it is. You get a penalty, innit? And they scored from the penalty with Lee Fee. Halftime came along. Straight after halftime, Traore scores. Guys, like, you know how hard it is? Like, if you're 2-0 down and getting dominated in the first half, do you know how hard it is, like, to come back? This team, Sunderland, they are the real deal, you know. They are the real deal. They gave Arsenal headaches in their previous game. Headaches, man. And they did the same with Bournemouth. Don't forget, guys, like, Bournemouth is a good team. You know what I mean? Bournemouth have given problems to a lot of teams in the Premier League this season. If you know what I mean. So you need to understand what they're facing here. It's not like a team that everybody beats, they beat. They were 2-0 down, getting battered in the first half. They got themselves together at some stage of the game in the 30th minute, got that penalty, and then they were getting back into the game. And the second halftime came along. Second half, they came out like a beast mode. Like Brock Lesnar shit, man. It was weird. Let's just start battering Bournemouth. Don't get me wrong, Bournemouth had their chances here and there, but they wasn't in the game as much as they were in the first half. That's what I'm trying to say. And then all of a sudden, they get another one. And then another one. And then they told Bournemouth, come at us. Each time Bournemouth was coming at them, they were going the other way, trying to get another goal. So Bournemouth decided not to attack a lot, because they were going to concede more. But yeah, guys, Sunderland is the real deal, man. The real deal. I'm impressed. I am very impressed. They're 6th in the league, and more to come, man. More to come from Sunderland. They've got Liverpool on Wednesday. I'm scared, man. If we lose into Nottingham Forest, they're not going to be an easy team to beat. Let me just put it that way. The Premier League is one of the best in a while for neutrals. No team running away with it. That's what I want, Callum. That's what I want. You know what I mean? Last season, what they said, it was the worst season in the history of the Premier League. But until February, something like that, Arsenal was in it and Liverpool were going back and forth. So I don't know where that's come from. It's crazy. But 5 points separating, the second and the first, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let me just put it that way. Big up Mr. Tipso, man. What are you saying? Big up John Conway. Trudon Monts getting grilled by Charlie Austin on Sky Sports for being slot out. You got to be careful, my brother. I said this, Trudon, and you had to go at me. I'm thinking, why are you going to go at me, man? Like, I'm just telling you, I'm stating the obvious. Like, we're already having problems as it is as a football club. We don't need our fan base, going elsewhere and having a go at the coach. We don't need that, bro. Just let it be, man. Just let it be. Be gracious in defeat and that, man. You don't need to be like that. Yeah, man. It's crazy, like, how we're going on. Yeah, so, yeah, Sunderland are 6th in the league. and Bournemouth at 11th. So yeah, they're not too far from each other. Sunderland have 22 points. Bournemouth have 19 points. You see, 3 points separates them. Easy. So that's how, look, 11th and 6th. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy. But as I said, Sunderland are the real deal, people. Keep an eye on them, man. Bournemouth, they're hot and cold. You know what I mean? Which you don't know which Bournemouth you're going to get. But I think that even though they're 11th, 3 points off the 6th position, they're doing all right, man. They're doing all right. But if they lose Semenyo, they might struggle. But then again, this head coach has let go of his centre-backs and everybody else and still survived. So, yeah, Areola is a good manager. He's a good head coach. I like him. Not at my club, but I like him to stay there. You know what I mean? Yeah, so the Newcastle versus another game I watched live, believe it or not, versus Everton. Yeah, that's another game as well. But let me get through the comments. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, bro. You're going to get grilled by professionals. If you haven't played the game and then you're going against a professional, you're going to get grilled, bro. You're going to get tear the new one, innit? That's what happened to Mons, unfortunately. Big up Clark Kent, bro. Big up my guy. Even though I want the coach to be sacked, I cannot complain about yesterday's result and the starting lineup. I'm still slow out, but I hope we can win on Wednesday. What weird feeling. Big up, bro. I mean, what a weird feeling. Yeah, I know, bro. It's strange, isn't it? It's strange. Yeah, it is what it is, Rodrigo, bro. It's hard to put in a team that's a champion and behaving like a mid-table team at the same time. That's what we're behaving like, if you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not changing my mind from Arne Slot because I know that mental shit he's going to do again. As soon as we'll start winning again, he will try sneaking that, that formation he tried to do all season. He can't help himself. He's like someone that cannot help themselves. That's what he is. He's mentally deranged, mate. The guy's mad. Each time we thought we was back, look at the performances against Aston Villa and Real Madrid. That he said, that's gone against my principles. I don't play like this. That's what he said. And I guarantee you the next press conferences will be the same. The guy's mad, man. The guy's mentally ill. I've had enough. What a performance against West Ham. West Ham were actually winning recently. And we didn't even give them one chance at the goal. 0 shots on goal. But you're still going to get, that's against my principles. And all that bullshit he does. The guy's mad. The guy's deranged, man. What are you saying? Let me just check the chat if there's new people come. Clive, my guy. Tony's in the house. I have to, beans and toast as well. I have to reach out to the outside world. Hopefully other people from other channels can see what I'm doing. I'm talking about other teams. Yeah, this game I watched, guys, man. Everton got raped. Let me just put, not a good thing to say, but they got ripped apart by Newcastle. No answers, man. Newcastle battered them. This Theo, or that's how you say his name? Kid was absolutely phenomenal. Scored 2 goals, by the way. In the first minute, he scored. And the 58th minute. Millie scored the 25-minute. Watermaid. This Watermaid guy, man, he's very impressive, They've replaced Isak with a good player. I'm telling you guys, technically sound, quite tall like Peter Crouch. Good in the air, good on the floor, got good pace at the same time as well. Yeah, they brought a good player there, man. I like what I see. Let me just put it that way. Dewsbury Hall got a goal back. I think they had a goal to sell out Everton as well, so I remember. Yeah, man. From Barry, I think that kid Barry, innit? Yeah. First battering in Everton's brand new ground, innit? They got battered, man. The scoreline does reflect the game in this one, to be fair, guys. Newcastle were that good. Everton got... How can you beat Man United with 10 men, come back home, and lose 4-1 to Newcastle? It's crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how football works, guys. It's very strange. Yeah, but yeah, they deserve. Newcastle actually deserved this win. The scoreline does reflect in the game. They were that good. They were that good. But then again, Newcastle are hot and cold. We don't know which Newcastle we're going to get next. Probably a different Newcastle as always. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, man. Let me go back to that. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? Yeah, so there's not much to say about this game. Everton were that poor. Everton is going to be hot and cold for them this season. But under David Moyes, you're not going to get anything new, are you? It's just going to get the same type of formation, boring. And then, you know what I mean, they get that odd win here and there, and that is it. That's all you're going to get. He's just an organizer. That's what David Moyes is. He's just an organizer. There's no attractive football that comes out of that guy's ability. So if Everton want to stay with this, it's up to them. They're going to be in and around the top 10 and in the bottom half as well. Newcastle, I think, will climb out of, the bottom half. So let me just see where they are in the league, both of them. So Newcastle are 14th. Newcastle are 13th. So they're next to each other, basically. Same points as well, by the way, with Tottenham. They all got 18 points. Tottenham are 12. Newcastle are 13th. And Everton are 14th. So the points is same. It's just a goal difference that separates all of them lot. But I'm expecting Newcastle to push up higher than where they are. I think, balancing the Champions League and the Premier League is affecting them again due to the lack of squad depth. They lost a lot of players and they replaced those players, but they haven't added to those players as well. So this is where Newcastle have come short in this season again, balancing the Premier League and the Champions League. But Everton, where they are in the league right now is where I expect them to be. Probably 10th is the highest I could give them. But under David Moyes, you're not gonna get any better than where you are. Let me just put it that way. He is terrible. I don't like. I would never sit through David Moyes games and say, "Oh, they played pretty well today." No, I don't. There's no point. Even that Man United game, okay, they beat Man United with 10 men. Still, not for me, man. I like football, proper football. I don't like this, manufactured football, which is just defensive and the odd goal here and there. Allow that. It's too many years of the same with this guy. When is he going to change? He can't change now. It's too late for him because he's too old now. He looks like Ferguson now. The stress has caught up with him. You know what I mean? Clark Kent. Smash the likes. Appreciate that, bro. Big up, Abdul, man. What are you saying? Will Liverpool start winning games back-to-back and consecutive matches? I don't know, bro. I don't know with this guy, this Arne Slot guy, bro. He's going to try sneaking that formation again. After the Aston Villa and Real Madrid game, he went back to sneaking that formation that he did. Don't be surprised if Salah starts in the next game. Let me just put it that. You saw the work rate of yesterday. That work rate will drop if Salah starts. I love Salah, one of my favorite players at Liverpool of all time. But in my humble opinion, it's time to just tell him, bro, you've got AFCON coming in now. Go now. Go to the AFCON. Let's sort out this mess that we're facing because we don't want a player that's going to leave us at some stage of the season and then return and expect to start in lineup place. At his age, he should have retired from international football to concentrate on club football to prolong his career. But he's trying to balance two things at the same time at the age of 33, which is almost 34 now. It's too much, man. Egypt is never going to win the World Cup. He's already played in the World Cup, hasn't he? So why are you still come on, bro, prolong your career in club football. That's what I would have advised him. But he doesn't want to do that. He wants to travel around and all that stuff, playing AFCONs, and then, international break, travel around again. It's too much, man. It's too much for the human body, especially him, man. It's too much, bro. Big up, my guy. What are you saying? I nearly threw my phone at the TV when I saw that Salah was not starting and didn't even come off. Sack the guy, Slot. Sack the Slot guy. I think you're a Salah fan, right? It's up to you, bro. I think he did the right thing, to be fair. I think he did the right thing. It's changed a lot, in my opinion. You might not like what I'm saying, but sometimes you got to let players go, guys. Like this, fetish is beyond belief. Are you a Liverpool fan or are you a Salah fan? You need to choose your path, man. You need to choose your path because, if you keep crying about Salah in this day and age, There's something wrong with you. Okay, he had a phenomenal season last season because we played to his strengths, and nobody expected Liverpool to win the league last season. So teams didn't prepare for us as they did this season. When you're at the top, that's when they start preparing for you. If you know what I mean. So yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. I'm not gonna big up Lee Whiskey, my bro. I hope you're okay, my guy. Yeah, listen, it was for the better. The team won, my guy. Mr. Tip, so what you're saying, even if he was George Weah's cousin, that doesn't necessarily mean he can play football. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm saying. This is. It just showed how much of a problem Graham Souness caused at Liverpool Football Club when he was a manager. I mean, we gave this guy an opportunity because of his Liverpool background. If you pick 11 of Liverpool, Graham Souness will be that captain. Not Steven Gerrard, Graham Souness, because he was that leader. He was that good as a leader as well. But as a manager, should never touch Liverpool Football Club. With decisions like that, I just told you about the George Weah thing. It's crazy, man. On the other hand, I was jumping with joy after Man United won. Oh, okay. So you're a Man United fan. I get you now. I get you now. Boston Red Sox. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's what it is. But isn't hang on. But isn't our revenue not FSG? Money did we win despite FSG spending? Yeah. We did. So this is another game. Tottenham got booed, and their manager recently, I think after the match reaction, he said something along the lines, "Is unacceptable." He doesn't like the Tottenham fans booing the team when they're going off the pitch. I think they were booing the goalkeeper for his performances, especially coming out of goal playing football. I don't know why. Just kick it out for a throw-in, bro. Kick it out for a throw-in. Why are you playing a bat? You know what I mean, I watched this game as well. I did the watch along, but I think I was in and out of the watch along. Tate scored the first goal for Fulham, and then Wilson, because of the mistake of the goalkeeper, curled it around the goalkeeper and put it back in the back of the net. Yeah, this Wilson kid technically is sound. If he had everything together, he could have been a great player. The kid has that, thing about him. He's got it. He's got it as a footballer. And then Cody's obviously in the 49th minute got a goal back, but by the time, I think Fulham was too dominant against Tottenham. I don't know what to make out of Tottenham, guys. Like, 1 minute they're winning games, next minute they're losing games, next minute they're drawing games. They're just all over the place, Tottenham. Thomas Frank, at this level, I don't know how good he is because it's too early to judge him. Can he get better? Is he just the type of manager that can only coach teams like Brentford? You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll see if they're gonna give him time. Let's see what happens in it. But it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You know what I mean? Your joint points with Everton and who was it? Who else did I say? And Newcastle, 18 points, 13 games. You're 12th in the Premier League, Tottenham. Like, but the thing is, with this booing and all that stuff, I was thinking to myself, yeah, you're booing, but where's that going to get you anyway? The way you're talking is like Tottenham is an elite club. They're not an elite club. Yes, you're in the Champions League because you won the Premier League. So you won not the Premier League, sorry, that's a taboo. You won the Europa League, but that's how you got there. You was in the bottom half, like 15th, 16th, something like that, 14th in the league when it finished last season. So it doesn't justify like what you are as a football club, like for you to boo. Like, why are you booing? You're doing better than you should be doing anyway. So yeah, Thomas Frank might not be there as long as people thought he was going to be. You know what I mean? Everybody rated him. I think some people even said he should be a Liverpool manager, if you know what I mean. So yeah, he's struggling, man. But it's up to Spurs if they're going to give him time. But as for Fulham, man, them beating Tottenham is a good thing, but next game they could actually struggle at the same time as well. So, but listen, the consistency is there at that football club. They're not going to sack their manager, soon. they stick with their manager, and he's been there for a while. They are 15th in the league, but how long are they gonna how long they're gonna keep him there? That's another thing as well. Like, could you be dragged into the you know to the relegation zone? Like Marco Silva, obviously we already know him at Watford, Everton. He has managed in this league before with other teams and struggled, got sacked in a few of them as well. But yeah, Fulham, I don't know what to make out of them this season. They're just hot and cold, really. You know what I mean? You don't know what Fulham you're going to get. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. So Spurs are 12th, Fulham are 15th. A point separates them, if you know what I mean, guys. So, yeah, two similar teams in my opinion. I'm unsure about their head coach. They play the same type of football, and they're in the bottom half of the table. I mean, but it is what it is. That booing from the Tottenham fans was directed at the goalkeeper. I don't think it was directed at the team. So, yeah, we need to look into that properly, I think, in my opinion. Yeah. The traditional FSG approach will see us dropping out of the top 4 and being mid-table for the next decade. Lord have mercy. Don't kill me with that, bro. Don't do that to me. What the hell, man? Don't kill me like that. Yeah. It's madness, isn't it? You just got to listen to the Americans, and Americans know what they're talking about at the end of the day, guys. They watch these people. They know these people. You know what I mean? They're born there. So if they're telling you their tradition is like winning the league every 5 years, the proof is there. The last league title we won was 5 years ago, before the last season. So people are telling the truth. I watched this game. I woke up late. I did a watch along on it. I was impressed with Man United, to be fair. Then again, if Crystal Palace were not playing in Europe, would they perform like that? I don't think so. Because each time Crystal Palace play in Europe, they come back even worse. They're tired. It's 12:30 as well. Lethargic. You know what I mean? They were all over the place. Players were getting in the way of each other. Nketiah was through on goal. Took too long to shoot, even though he came on as a sub. You know, he was fresh. It was just madness all over the place for Crystal Palace. Mateta obviously gave them the lead. Second half started, and then Xerxes scored a left foot finish from a difficult angle. I don't even think if you meant that. I don't know, because it looked like a cross to me that resulted into a goal. And then they had a free kick at the edge of the box, and I thought Fernandes was going to take it. Then he pushed it forward for Mount, and Mount hit it at the right-hand side, bottom corner of Henderson, former Man United goalkeeper, who normally saves those kind of shots. Yeah, guys. Crystal Palace, when they come back from Europa League, it's not the same team, man. They always struggle, I've noticed. They look like, they're just all over the place. There's no organization. And I've never seen Glasner so angry throughout the game as well. Yeah, so yeah, listen, the result does reflect the game in this one. 100%. 100% reflects the game. Yeah, so Crystal Palace are 9th. Man United have been pushed up to 7th. Listen, let me talk about Man United as a neutral for now. They're my arch rivals. I hate them with all my being. You know what I mean? I hate them so much. But I've changed my channel to Fozzy TV. It's no longer LIFC. I thought Man United was impressive, guys. Like, even though they were 1-0 down, I thought they were still going to win that game. They had the opportunities to, score more goals in the first half, and they didn't take it. But, coming back in the second half when you're 1-0 down, beating that team 2-1, especially when you lost to Everton by 1-0 against 10 men, it was a blip. It was a blip. That's what it was. Amaran is starting to, put his, thoughts into this team, and they're starting to play the football that he wants, man. And it's looking good for Man United fans at the moment, to be fair, guys. They know what they're doing on the pitch now, those players. They're fighting for each other. Like, there's a chemistry there on the pitch when I'm watching Man United now. There's no more like disconnect, the players disconnected from each other. Everybody knows their role, and everybody, plays to that as well, to the highest, of their ability. They might not have the best players in the world, but everybody's giving it their all on there. Like Casemiro, even though I think he's 32, 33, something like that. He's actually performing pretty good, well for a DM for them. He's doing the fouls at the right time. He's making uh, passes at the right time now, and he's supporting Fernandez in that midfield in a way that wasn't there before. So everything is connecting for Man United. To be fair, guys, it's a base in it. Sometimes you got to start from somewhere to get to the destination that you want to get to, and I can see that with Man United at the moment, guys. They're looking pretty impressive, man. That's our fault, innit? We gave them that boost at Anfield. We lost to them, and look what happened, man. Now they're winning games again. Thank you, Liverpool. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Smash the likes. Appreciate that, my guy. So yeah, in the league, Man United are 7th, 21 points. It's not bad, is it? It's not bad. 21 points, man. For a team that finished 15th last season. It's crazy. Crystal Palace are 9th. 20 points. So there's only 1 point between them two. Not bad at all. Not bad at all, man. Got to give them credit for that. Hate Man United, but unfortunately, I'm not that channel anymore that just talks about Liverpool. Smash the likes, guys. Why have I only got 16 likes? What's going on? Am I hated that much? Wow. When was the last time there was 9 points between first and 8th in the Premier League in December? I have no idea, bro. I never used to concentrate on the Premier League points. Yeah, but that's a good thought. That's a good thought. I've seen Liverpool come back from a 14 points gap with Man City's, one of Man City's greatest teams, and turn it into 1 point at the end of the season. I'm not saying we're going to come back anytime soon. We're not good enough. We're shit. But I've seen it before. Didn't watch this game, but I've seen that bits of it, obviously. Kamara scored a goal for Aston Villa. It's a derby. Birmingham, around Birmingham. Aston Villa won by 1-0 against Wolverhampton. So Wolverhampton was always going to do something in it, guys. Like it's a derby, so they're going to give it their all. If they gave this kind of attitude into other games, maybe they'll be in a better position, if you know what I mean. But yeah, Aston Villa, I think they had a goal to Salah as well. They played pretty well in this game. Wolverhampton, unfortunately, they're going to be relegated. 2 points is not good enough, in games. I'm sorry, there's no way back. I don't know why they went into a season with the same players that they had last season. You should be improving the squad, should be getting better players than what you had the season before, and they chose not to. Now they're fighting relegation, and they are getting relegated from what I can see as well. But Aston Villa, man, pretty impressive. They are 4th in the league, joint 4th with Chelsea, 1 point behind Man City, and 6 points behind the top. So 2 games. If Arsenal lose 2 games and they win 2 games, they're going to be joint. Crazy, isn't it? Crazy how life is. Wolverhampton, rock bottom, 2 points. 13 games, 2 points. Nah. It ain't going to work like that, man. Nah. Ain't going to work like that. It's bad. It's really, really bad. How many games have they lost? 11 games out of 13 in the league. And you're telling me you're going to stay in the league with losing all your games, basically. You've only drawn how many? 2? Oh, man. Any wins? 0 wins in the Premier League this season. 0 wins. Wow. Hey, you're dead on that, mate. You ain't coming back. Yeah, bun that team, man. Jump off that ship, man. Jump off that ship. Manchester City was doing its best impressions of Slot's Liverpool from the first 5 Premier League games. Yeah, it's true. It's true, bro. They were hot and cold. Didn't know what they're doing. Yeah. But yeah, I don't need to say much about this game. As I said, Aston Villa have been, I think they were in the bottom half of the table, and all of a sudden they shot up to the, top half. And, doing pretty well. Unai Emery, listen, he's a good coach. He's always been a good coach. I rate him, especially considering the transfer window that they had this summer, which is they had to get rid of players in order for them to bring in players because of the PSR. So yeah, this game is crazy, isn't it? The team that beat us 3-0 at home, battered us 3-0 at home, have lost 2-0 to Brighton at home. See how bad we are, guys? See how bad Liverpool are? The team that battered us at Anfield and said it was comfortable beating Liverpool at Anfield have lost 2-0 at home. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. We should be ashamed of ourselves as Liverpool fans. But it is what it is, isn't it? It is what it is. They've gone back down probably in the league. It's crazy. Sean Dyche football at its full effect, innit? At its full effect. But Brighton, listen, guys, they're fifth in the table. I thought they were doing pretty badly this season because I haven't watched them. But they're freaking good, man. They're really good. They've only lost 3 games in this season as well. They've won how many? They've won 6 games out of 13, drawn 4. So that's not bad. I wish my team had this record. 22 points in the league as well, Brighton got. Yeah, guys. I looked at them differently. I'm impressed with Brighton this season. I'm impressed. Really, really impressed with them. In the last 5 games, lost, win, draw, win. Wow. That's madness, right? And then you look at Nottingham Forest. Lost, draw, win, loss. Sorry, talking about my bad. Yeah. Lost, draw, win, loss. So basically, recently, they started winning against Liverpool, of course. But I think they were like on a run as well, like draw, win, and then they lost. So they were in a good run, actually. But how do you beat Liverpool 3-0, the current champions, batter them at Anfield, and then go home and lose to Brighton? It's crazy. So, yeah, Nottingham Forest are 16th. I'm expecting them to survive with Sean Dyche as their head coach. And then you got Brighton, who are 6th in the league. No, sorry, 5th in the league. Top 5. Champions League spot. Very, very, very soon, the way they're going. Yeah, man. They deserve it, man. When I looked at them, it shocked me because I thought they were struggling this season. Because last time I watched them, I think they lost a game or something like that. This is one of the games I haven't watched because it was live when I was doing the watch along as well. Yeah, but yeah, both teams, respectfully, where they are in the league is where they should be, to be fair, guys. One is 5th and the other one is in the bottom half around 16th. Yeah, respectfully, they deserve where they are in the league. Like I said, I'm pretty impressed with Brighton, to be fair, guys. I'm very impressed. What are you saying, Rodrigo? How you think your coffee? How do you drink your coffee? My fave is I don't know what my wife does it for me, so she buys it. I think it's Gold Bens. I'm not a coffee guy. I don't know the names of everything. Like, you know what I mean? If you ask me, like, if I go to a shop, what coffee do I get every time? I get pistachio from Cafe Nero. That's what I get. Pistachio coffee. Latte, sorry. That's what I get. I don't know what Freddo espresso with that sugar, which is basically espresso with a lot of ice. I don't know, Rodrigo. I don't know. I'm not a coffee guy like that, bro. I don't really study coffee, so yeah, it's not for me, bro. Big up, Clive, my brother. What are you saying, Tony? Morning. See Pep step in at the end of the season and taking a break. Yeah, me too, bro. I said it. He's gonna do Jurgen this season. I think it does not look happy, bro. It does not look like a guy that wants to be still managing in the Premier League anymore. I think he needs a sabbatical and then change his footballing philosophy, go and practice as a coach, look for a different style of play, and then come back stronger. That's what he needs to do. That's what he needs to do. When he comes back to football, he will head to Italy, the only other major European league he hasn't done anything in. Yeah, I agree. I think I've always thought he was going to go down that direction anyway, bro. I really thought he was going to go down that direction probably a couple of years ago. Him staying, at Man City, it's what destroyed him as a manager. Money talks, bro. Money talks, unfortunately, and that's what's happened to him. City a bit lucky with the possible offside. Yeah, I agree, Clive. I agree, my guy. 100%. And now we're going to talk about Liverpool, of course. Oh, guys, what can I say about our football club? We finally arrived, didn't it? We finally arrived, beating West Ham by 2-0. West Ham was in a good run, guys. Like, let me give you West Ham's lowdown. They lost. They won one, draw, lost. So they were in a good run. They were in a pretty good run recently, if you know what I mean. And they got Man United next as well. Wow. It's crazy. Yeah. So they were like, I think they started off slow with Nuno Espirito Santos, and then all of a sudden they started getting these wins, and then they lost to Liverpool. 2 wins and a draw, and they lost to Liverpool. So they were in a good form before they faced us. But with Liverpool, let me give you the graphic in it. Let me give you the graphic. Let me get the graphic going in it, and then we could discuss what I saw in that game. Because it's my football club, in it. I'm going to talk about. Come on, guys. I'm going to talk about my football club. I'm not going to reject my football club, am I? Completely. So let me put the graphics on the screen, guys, that everybody copies nowadays. You know what I mean? Fozzie is always ahead of everybody, but everybody wants to do Fozzie stuff. It's crazy, isn't it? Don't want to brag, but yeah, it is what it is. Now people are using my graphics. There we go. It's crazy. So this is the team I picked before, you know what I mean? In the PSV game and all that stuff, yeah. Ignore the PSV thing. So we went with this, yeah, in this game. Szoboszlai, Gakpo on the left, Ekitike out. This is the formation Liverpool went with. Take Robertson out as well. Kirk gets back in. Konate and Van Dijk at the back still. Gravenberch deeper than normal. Ready then. Where are we? McAllister's here. So we went more deeper than usual. Szoboszlai inside right. Instead of like being, I got the whole team on there. Brilliant. So this is what I saw. I know many of us are wondering why is Isak playing? Because, he's fully fit now. He has to play. So this is the team that we went with, which was funny, innit? It's kind of funny how a head coach finally realizes we've got a right back. Gomez was outstanding, guys. This guy was outstanding as a right back. And I've been saying it for a while. Play Gomez as a right back, then we might start getting wins and clean sheets. Should have done this 10 games ago, but he's doing it now. Why? What, you're struggling? Well, are you finally realizing that players that you've been playing recently aren't trying for you? It shouldn't take this long. You should not be 9 points behind the top of the league teams. You should not be losing 6 games in the Premier League at the stage of 13 games. You should be lucky to even lose 1. I mean, even 1 game in 13 games lost, still a taboo. But yeah, it is what it is, you know what I mean? It took him this long. He's been playing midfielders as a right back continuously and expecting something different. He finally put a right back as a right back. Gomez, by trade, is a fullback. Yes, everybody thinks he's a centre back. He can play centre back. But when we got him from Charlton, he was a right back. Then we put him as a left back. Brendan Rodgers put him as a left back when he came to Liverpool. So what you're seeing is what he normally does anyway as a right back. I loved everything he did yesterday. The defensive side as well as the attacking side. Look at the first goal. It was his throw that caused problems. He passed to Florian Wirtz, to pass it to Gakpo, to pass it to Isak, for Isak to score. He's the one who passed to Gakpo to score his goal when he chested it down and slotted it in. No pun intended. Gomez, in our box, when there was free kicks, corners, and all that stuff, was clearing a lot of headers, which our regular right backs don't do, like Szoboszlai and Bradley. So why is it taking you this long as a head coach to play Gomez as a right back? What's your stubbornness, bro? Why? Because they're going to prove you wrong. Why? Because we've been telling you to play Gomez as a right back all season, and you never listen to us. Now we proved you wrong. People are coming at you, asking you these questions. Is this what you're afraid of, Arne Slot? You lost points because of your stupidity and your arrogance. You lost the league title because of your arrogance. You lost respect from your own fan base because of your arrogance. Now you're playing players in their proper position when it's too late. Why couldn't you do this 10 games ago, 9 games ago, 8 games ago, 7 games ago, 5 games ago? Why is it now you're doing it when it's too late? Why? Because your job is at risk. Because you thought you was untouchable because you won the Premier League. Bro, you're at Liverpool Football Club. We have standards here. We have limits. We have targets. You know what I mean? Fucking dickhead, mate. I'm sorry about the language, guys. Like, this guy was amazing, man, yesterday. Not only did he defend, he went forward. He put crosses in. He went back. All the long balls that normally affect the right back position, he cleared it. He cleared it. He cleared it. Set pieces, corners, took the far post. Corners came in, cleared it. Took his own players out to clear it. Why does it have to be us telling this dumbass head coach what to do? I don't understand. The guy has done what we expect him to do if he got a start. But unfortunately, our head coach is so proud, too proud to, listen to his own fans. He wants to prove us right in his dumbass formations that don't work. He even went down here sometimes. I've seen him go down here sometimes, supporting the midfield. The left winger went down there. Like, what is going on, guys? And what have I been saying for a while, guys? Yeah, stop putting your midfield this high up. Go 5 yards back, bro. Go back and defend those centre backs. And that's what we did. This guy was absolutely phenomenal. He was everywhere. He's running back. He was going forward, going down the wings, going that wing, coming centrally, passing here, passing there. Yes, and in his stats, it doesn't say that he created a goal, but he was part of the build-up play that created the goal. He's the one who passed to Gakpo from here. When Gomez obviously done the throw, came back to him, passed it to Florian Wirtz, passed it to Gakpo, straight here, Gakpo across Isak, goal. Right in the bottom corner right there, as your striker should be doing. That's what we did in this game. And he was the best player on the pitch by far. That's how good he was. Come on, man. Come on, my bro. Let's be serious, my guy. We've got to be serious here. Like, what the hell? Like, why are you taking this long to figure out, you could do something like that? You're dumb as fuck, man. Dumb as fuck, man. So dumb, these guys, man. Absolutely diabolical, man. Joe Gomez, like, how many times have I been telling you guys, like, give the guy a chance in this fullback position, man? I mean, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Let me just go through the games before I get out of here, guys. I need to do some streams. Yeah. I've had enough of Arne Slot. But listen, I can see him doing what he normally does. He's going to go back to that old formation and all that bullshit just to try to prove us wrong. Expect the silliness that this head coach always does. Believe me. Believe me, guys. Yeah, this game finished 1-1. Chelsea versus Arsenal. Caicedo got himself sent off. I don't know why he was so excited in this game, but he deservedly got sent off. Normal circumstances, if I was the referee, I would have just let the game continue because I would have found out how good Chelsea are, and I would have found out how good Arsenal are with 11 versus 11. But we didn't get that opportunity, guys. We got the opportunity of, a man getting sent off in the first half, and then, getting a 1-1 draw, negative 1-1 draw. It was boring at the end, if you know what I mean, guys. So it is what it is. It is what it is. So as you can see, guys, the table. You can see Chelsea are third, and Arsenal are first, of course. Let me just share it with you. I've got other streams to do, guys, but after this, I do a lot nowadays. So let me just do this. Yeah, as you can see, there you go. There you go. That's the table right now. That's the table. Sorry if I didn't get to everyone. Let me just go through the chat. Appreciate everybody that's on Bees and Toast. Big up, my bro. Big up, Rodrigo. Big up, Lee Wizkid. Big up. Smash the likes. I know. Slot wants peeps to think he's some kind of tactical genius by playing out their main position. All it does is cause us untold problems. The man is out of his depth. Yeah, 100%, bro. Out of his depth. 100%, my guy. 100%. All right, guys. I got to go because I got to do other stuff with other streamers. I'll see you soon, yeah. Take care, everybody. Take care. Please like, share, and subscribe. Put comments down below if you're free. You know what I mean? And I always respond to your comments. Sometimes you want to talk to someone, don't you? I'm there. Always down below. Go in the comment section. Take care.